barren. If there's one word in Israel that a woman does not want to be, it is barren. Oh, you can't imagine unless you believe that children are a blessing from God, and if you do not have children, then your line is cut off from the lineage of Israel. It was hard on me, but it was especially hard on my husband. Zacharias was such a good man. And when a man in Israel has no children, how can you testify to the faithfulness of God from one generation to another? I knew how he longed to have a son. And I knew what sorrow it would be to him if I could not bear him. You know, it wasn't so bad when I was young and my friends were having babies. I got excited with them and I helped take care of their babies. But time went on, and even in the middle years, I felt, well, maybe there's still a chance. But then one day I woke up, and here I was, an old woman. No chance of bearing children. Or so I thought. If children are a blessing of God, then being barren must be a curse. That's what I thought. And I wore that curse in the community as I walked around and I heard people whisper, my dad, oh, how poor she is that she had a baby. Or I wonder what she did to make God mad so that she couldn't have a baby. And I often thought of the story of Hannah. And I thought of how bitter Hannah was and how Hannah cried out, Lord, Jacob, give me children, lest I die. Hannah was barren. And she was chained by her rival, Peninnah. And that was me. I was just like Hannah. But God heard Hannah's prayer. Why hadn't He heard mine? It wasn't fair. And I cried out to the Lord, Lord, why does this happen to me? My husband Zacharias is such a good man. He is a priest descended from the family of Abijah. And my family is also from a priestly family, from a line of Aaron. And of course, I know that priests don't have to marry. One line of priests don't have to marry from another line of priests, but that's the way it happened. And Zacharias, he always takes his duties very, very seriously and does the best that he can for the Lord. And yet here I am. I was there. I used to lie awake at night and imagine that I heard Rachel saying to Jacob, give me children or lest I die. And didn't the psalmist say that Jehovah would grant the barren woman a home? I would have it over and over again in my mind. Hadn't I lived blamelessly? Hadn't I done everything God had asked me to do? Why hadn't He answered my prayers? I was still barren. And if fertility was one of God's blessings of obedience to God, didn't Jehovah know that I was living in obedience to Him? What was wrong with me? Questions never went away. One day, Zacharias, it was his turn to have do his priestly duties in the temple. And he told me that an angel named Gabriel appeared to him. And that Zacharias and I would have a son. And we were to name him John. I thought Zacharias was crazy, except for when he came back home from being in the temple, he couldn't talk. I knew something had to have happened to him. And so I gave him a writing tablet and he wrote down everything that happened to him. And he said, their son is going to be special. Oh, I know, every mom says their son is going to be special, but not everyone has an announcement from an angel that they're going to have a son. He said that our son was to be dedicated to God, even from the womb. And he said that John would turn many people back to God, and that he would prepare the way for the Messiah. Gradually understood this marvelous promise almost seemed beyond belief. Yet somehow it was true. I did conceive a child in my old age. I did. I understand why Sarah named her son Isaac, meaning laughter, because there were many nights that Zechariah and I would just sit and laugh over the prospect of me having a baby. You know, just think about it. Doesn't the prospect of a granny having a baby seem funny to you? Because you're sitting in front of me. I wondered, why has this happened to me? And at this stage in my life, I didn't complain, because this is something that I have been praying for years. I wasn't too sure really how to handle this, or how other people would handle it. So I kind of stayed secluded for a while. And I had time to really stop and think and pray and marvel about what was going on inside of me. How my John was to be filled with the Spirit of God, even in my womb. In the 6th month of my pregnancy, my young relative Mary came from Nazareth. It was kind of a quick visit. I mean, I didn't know very long ahead of time what was going on, so I was kind of concerned about what was happening to her, or wondering what was wrong, what I could help with. It was a hurried visit. She was engaged to this nice man from Nazareth, and it wouldn't be too long in the future before we'd be celebrating the wedding. But I didn't want to think the worst, but when she came to my door and I saw her face, I realized that she needed some compassion, that she needed someone to listen and someone to understand. She just looked at me and she said, Elizabeth, almost in tears. She didn't understand all that was going on in her. Her eyes told me that she needed understanding, and she wasn't sure how I'd receive her. And I don't know why she would feel that way, because she was like a granddaughter to us. She had always been a very special part of our family. She knew she could trust us. Then I knew she was pregnant. I imagine the words when John gave me such a kick in my womb that it brought me back to reality. And it was as God was saying to me, if John is preparing the way for the Messiah, Mary is going to be Mary, the Messiah. Wow. Oh, Mary, I cried, how blessed are you among women? My Mary is going to have the Son of God. Wow. In order to divert some of the town's curiosity away from Mary's unexpected visit, you know how gossip goes, I began to go out in public again. And yes, I heard the whispers and I heard the things going on in the background. Can you believe she's going to have a baby? Oh, Zechariah, you old geezer, you. Oh, I just don't know. Oh, the people laughed, and I just had to just listen and go on and not pretend like I didn't even hear. And whenever I made my way past the shop of Eli, the chance in the synagogue, he would laugh and say, "Oh, barren one, you who bore no child, breathe forth joyful, shouting," and cry aloud. And the question came back to me again. Why? Why has this happened to me? I'm an old woman, past childbearing years. Yet, Lord, you chose to bless me with a child. And not just any child, but the one who would prepare the way for the Messiah. God knew what was best for me. He helped me through my years of barrenness. He helped me through pregnancy and my old age. He gave me wisdom in raising my son, who eventually prepared the way for the Messiah. Today I'm new questioning, why has this happened to me? Why have I lost my job in this economy? Why are my children so sick so much of the time? Why can't I have that position that I've worked so hard for, or that raise that is so long overdue? Why can't I have a child? Why can't my children get along? Why can't my family get together for Christmas? Why? And the only answer I believe is that God doesn't answer all of our questions right away, because He wants us to trust Him. But He wants us to trust that He is good, no matter what the circumstances. He wants us to know and trust Him that He will provide, no matter what. I'm going to take off the Elizabeth persona. Maybe I won't. I don't want to mess up the microphone that took to my thing. Okay. Anyway, I want to speak to you just from my heart for a few minutes. There was a time in my officership when I did not even want to be part of the Salvation Army, let alone funerals. There have been so many things that happened, and we're always one that when we are asked to do something, we feel that God's opened the door, why should we say no? And so we were asked to open a form. And it was a very, very difficult situation. We didn't have a car. In April, the VC came to us and said, we have to open a form due. Would you consider doing it? We'll support you, we'll help you along. Well, we didn't have a car, we didn't have a house, I didn't have an office. There was a service extension office there, where my husband went to work. And we got through, we lived in our camper for a few weeks, and we got through all of this stuff. And it went okay for a while, and I was pregnant with our fourth child. I was only 35 years old at the time. And so it was very difficult. It was very difficult for me. God brought people to the fore. We actually rented a couple of rooms over a storefront downtown. And the first Christmas, we had maybe 10 of us there, and 6 of us being our family. But the next Christmas, we had a full-blown Christmas program with over 60 people there, and we were averaging over 35 in church. And that's not a huge growth, but it's a beginning, especially since we didn't feel we were very called to do that. But when God is blessing, Satan starts attacking. And he can attack hard. The officers that followed this previous appointment, in which we've been there for 3.5 years, had a totally different personality than we did. And not only did the soldiers call us, and some of them came to our house, but also advisory board members called and said, what are we going to do about this situation? And I'm sorry, but I broke the Army rule of not speaking to people for a year after you leave the place, because these are people that we minister to. These people were our family. And so we would listen, and we would pray with them, and we would tell them to take their concerns to the divisional commander. And one of the last straws was when the divisional commander wrote us a note and told us to back off and stay out of the situation. And we wrote back and explained our side of the story, and everything was fine here. But that was just a part of it. I had some friends at divisional headquarters, and I knew some things I probably shouldn't have known. But there were people getting by with things, officers getting by with things that were hurting not only the Lord's word, but hurting the name of the Army. And I didn't want to be a part of that anymore. And by the way, my husband didn't feel the same way. Thank God he keeps one of us strong and the other one's weak. But another thing that bothered me is we were told that we would be in the Eastern Territory for 3 to 5 years. And our 5 years had come and gone, and we had asked before 5 years you're to come back to Central Territory, and we were told, we don't have anybody to trade with you. Ouch. That wasn't part of our agreement. Our agreement was that we would come and serve for 3 to 5 years. They must have that somebody had to trade with us. And so I was in a very, very bad place in my own spiritual life. And one afternoon I put my toddler down for a nap, and I went into my little office. I did have a little office. I totally felt displaced too, not having an office at the office, but doing those things from home. But I went to my little office and I sat down on at my desk, had this Bible, and I said, God, you gotta show me something. I can't keep living this life. I can't. I just can't. And I opened to John 21, I'm open to John 21. And that's the story of how Peter, James, and John were out on the sailboat, and they fished all night and they had caught nothing. And Jesus called to them from the shore and said, put your net on the other side of the boat. And Peter said, well, we've already done that, but we'll do it since you told us to do it. And so they lifted the net up, and there's over 150 fish in that net. And so Jesus said, come on over and have some breakfast with me. And they knew it was Jesus. It was after he had been resurrected, but it was before he went back, he was ascended. And they knew it was Jesus, and he cooked fish with them, and he ate with them, and they were having a good time. And then Jesus got kind of serious, and he said to Peter, Peter, do you love me? Peter said, Lord, you know I love you. And Jesus said, feed my lambs. A little while later, Jesus said to Peter again, Peter, do you love me? And Peter said, Lord, you know I love you. And Jesus said, Peter, feed my sheep. And a third time, Jesus said to Peter, do you love me? And this time Peter was weak, and he said, Lord, you know that I love you. And you know that I'm doing all that I can for you. And Jesus said, Peter, feed my sheep. And I'm not sure Peter knew exactly what God was saying at that time, what Jesus was saying at that time. But then Jesus said, Peter looked around and he said, what about him? He's pointing to the disciple whom Jesus loved, the favorite, whenever he had evidently some bad feelings towards him. So what about him? And Jesus said, what about him? If I choose to let him stay alive till the resurrection, what is that to you? That's none of your business. You follow me. I can tell you, I felt like I did that in the face. Because every time Jesus asked Peter, do you love me? It was like Jesus was asking me, Joyce, do you love me? And he said, feed my lambs. And I said, Lord, I am. Look at all these youth programs we've got going. We've got Sundays and Girl Guards, and we've got Pads and Labs, and we've got Junior Soldiers, and we've got Corporates, all within a year's time. I am feeding your lambs. A little while later, Jesus said to Peter, do you love me? And then Jesus said, feed my sheep. And I said that to God, and I guess this is where I was in my life at that time. I am feeding your sheep. I have a whole Bible study. I have my women's Bible study. I have home league. I have a regular Bible study. I have 2 services on Sunday. I work with all kinds of adults. I am feeding your sheep. And then when Jesus said a third time, he said, yes, you are, but do you really love me? Do you really love me? And I was humble. I said, Lord, you know I love you. I wouldn't do all these things for you if I didn't love you. And then my self-righteousness came back up again. And I said, what about him? Look at all that he's doing to destroy what we did in that appointment. Look at this person that's doing this over here, and that person that's doing that there, and how they're hurting not only the Salvation Army name, but your name. Why aren't you doing anything about that? is that to you? Can you do anything about that? Can you change that situation over there? Can you change that person's heart? I said, no. I said, you. You follow me. I didn't understand why all that stuff was happening to me at that time. I didn't understand. But I was humbled as I realized that Jesus was right. And I rededicated my life to the Lord that day. And my circumstances didn't change for another year and a half. And my mother passed away while we were there. I would have been home. I mean, I did make it just before she died, but I mean, I would have been in the division had we gone back 5 years rather than 6.5. But God has a reason for everything, and sometimes we don't understand, we won't understand everything. We need to trust that God is in control, and that God knows what is best for us. This morning, can we trust Him with your life, even when the circumstances don't make sense? Even when it seems like God's not hearing your prayers or answering them. Can you trust Him? Can you trust Him with your future? I thought I had my plans all laid out, and it's changed for another 6 months, but that's okay, because I believe God is in control, and it's His. I trust Him. Jill's going to come and she's going to sing an old song. I want you to listen to the words. I want you to make it your prayer. You can sing with her on the chorus, which says, I'm in His hand. Whatever the future holds, I'm in His hands. The days I cannot see have always planned for me. His way is best you see. I'm in His hands. And if you have something that you want to come and talk to the Lord about this morning, and just give over to Him and say, I don't understand this circumstance, I don't understand this situation, but I trust you. As Jill sings.
I'm in His hands. I'm in His hands. Whatever the future holds, I'm in His hands. Days I cannot see, heaven planned for me. His way is best to see. I'm in His hands. I shall not fear. The dark clouds may gather around me. The God I serve is one who cares and understands. All the storms I face will threaten to confound me. Of this I am assured, I am in His arms. I'm in His hands. I'm in His hands. Whatever the future holds, I'm in His hands. The days I cannot see have all been planned for me. His way is best to see. watches o'er me. Of this I'm confident, I'm in His hands. I'm in His hands. I'm in His hands. Whatever the future holds, I'm in His hands. The days I cannot see, and Lord, pray for me. His way is precious, see. I'm in His hands. It is goodbye. Your love is always proved sufficient. When I have yielded to the law of love's demands, why should I doubt that He would evermore be present to make His will my own? I'm in His hands. I'm in His hands. I'm in His hands. Whatever the future holds, I'm in His hands. The days I